I'm Minhas, born in Adhampur, Jatinder, Punjab. My father, Bhagwan Singh Minhas, who just passed away a year and a half ago. Mother living here with us in Vancouver, Harpajan Kaur Minhas. I have three other brothers, all live here in Vancouver, and one sister who lives in Germany. So I have a very good family, and I got a very good childhood with them. I was raised on a small farm. My father also has a job and also a small farming, and we also have a small dairy. And all brothers and sisters worked very hard and enjoyed the life very much. Very, very good childhood. And since then, we learned that working hard is very important in life, and that paid me in the later part of my success. I was very fortunate to attend a very good school. We had an Air Force base in Adhampur, and there was a central school, and my basic education is from Air Force Central School, Adhampur. I have a very good schooling and a lot of fun. My friends was very, very good. We are still friends. Very, very smart, like very, very, sports, lot of sports, a lot of fun, lot of good memories, and I think I enjoyed my school very much. I always want to be a business person since childhood, and with the Almighty's blessing, here I am today in business. So thanks to the Almighty. We had a very nice, neat and clean canal in Adhampur. It came all the way from Roper. I remember in the summertime swimming pretty much all day in that canal with my friends and have a lot of fun. And now when I see that canal, when I go back there, I'm shocked and amazed that how we used to swim in that canal. It's so dirty but when you're young and vibrant, you don't care about those things. All we used to care is go out with 6-7 friends and swim. And also I remember that we used to have a small theater. We used to call them a talkie. So we used to swim in the canal, go out, watch a movie, jump back in the canal. So I remember I watched one movie called Rani Mera Naam 7 times while swimming every day and watching the movie every day. So those was the fun days which we all missed. I am very fortunate to have a very supportive parents. They always helped me, and they all along knew that my interest is in business. So as soon as I finished my grade 11 and my college, they financed me to open a factory in a big city around a couple hours from Adhampur in Amritsar, where the Golden Temple is. We used to manufacture ball bearings there. So that was my first enterprise before I moved to Canada. Although I was doing very good in the manufacturing in Amritsar, but still I have bigger dreams. So my uncle was in Canada since 1971, and he visited India in 1976, and he explained me how good life is here. And since 76, when I was 16, I have this dream, maybe if I have opportunity, then I can go to Canada. So fortunately, my wife traveled to India in 1981. In those days, it was very popular that girls go to India and get married and bring the boys here. So I was the one of the lucky ones. So she chose me and their parents and my parents. So we got engaged in 1981. And then she came here and sponsored me. So I came to Canada in April 24th, 1983. I landed in Vancouver in 1983. That was great. I saw a big city. I loved it. But then my in-laws was living in Williams Lake, British Columbia. So when I saw Williams Lake, I was shocked that it was even smaller than my hometown, Adhampur. And there was no opportunity there. 1983 was a very, very tough year. There was a big recession going on. Interest rate was up to 21%. All the people was losing houses. So it was a very, very tough time. So we decided to move to Abbotsford, me and my wife, to work in a farm to pick berries. So that's how tough life I started in Canada back in May of 1983. After working in a farm, we couldn't make ends meet because we did not have any experience to work in a farm. So we kind of look around. Luckily, one of my schoolmate friends, Avtar Niger, he find out that I am here, and so he kind of picked me up from the Abbotsford farm and he brought me to Richmond. I got my first job in Richmond with the former minister and member of parliament Herb Dhaliwal. He used to have a company called Moonlight Building Maintenance. So he gave me a first job as a maintenance person in the federal building, New Westminster. So that me and my wife worked in that building for almost 5-6 months. So that was our first real job. While I was working for the building maintenance in New Westminster with Herb Dhaliwal's company, my wife got pregnant, so I asked her not to work with me, so I was just working alone by myself. So we was blessed with a daughter in 1984 named Minhas. So now we had 3 people and only one small job, so it was not enough. So I took a license for driving a taxi. So start driving taxi part-time and then full-time. After that, I bought my own taxi in yellow cab. And then I became a board of directors in taxi. So that was, I think, time from 1985 to 1990. But I was not satisfied with the taxi, although it was a very good job. Very, very open schedule. You can work with your own time. You can work hard. You can make more money. If you want to take it easy, you can, make less money. So it was a pretty good job, but I was not very satisfied with my endeavors. So I look into some other business, and I find that construction is the right business for me. While I was driving taxi, I'm a public person. I always talk to the customers, what kind of business they are in, what they're doing, why they're traveling to Vancouver, why Vancouver is a destination. So taxi was a great job to learn about Canada. I learned a lot, and I looked into many other businesses beside taxi, but I finalized that construction is going to suit me. So I got into construction in 1991. I bought my first house very quickly. I started construction as a part-time business, but then I got together with my 2 other partners, Surinder Singh Patti, who was already in this business and also working in shipyards, and also another friend of mine, Teshwinder Singh Shashi. He also have his own RESP business, but he wants to invest some money. So we incorporated a company called Elegant Development and Holdings Ltd with 3 partners, and we worked on that for 4 or 5 years, very, very successfully. We built big homes especially in Fraserview, Vancouver West Side. But then in 1995, market slowed down quite a bit, and both of them they want to exit the company, and they gave me opportunity to keep this company. So since 1997, I incorporated a company called Elegant Development Inc., which is I am the 100% owner and the president and the CEO. Since 1997, I incorporated this new company, Elegant Development Inc. At that time, market was a little slow, but we did pretty good. We used to build 5-6 homes a year, 97, 98, 99, but all single family, mostly in Vancouver East or Burnaby. So I was not satisfied. I was looking for some multi-family projects. So I looked into a Richmond market because Vancouver was very hard to get lots. So I was fortunate to get the first subdivision in Richmond on Stevenson Highway for 11 lots. So that was a good start to do the multifamily. And since then, I got into another a big subdivision, almost 30 lots on Trites Road, and then 16 townhomes on number 1 road. So by the time 2003, 2004, I got into multifamily business. My parents taught me to have a balanced life. In our religion, it's very important to contribute back. So all along, while I was even driving taxi or working or a small builder, I always contribute back to the community. I always sponsored the sports in our community, always helped back home. I joined the Rotary in 1997, and first year I got a Rookie of the Year prize and also got my Paul Harris Fellow. We did a project in Delhi South. We raised 50,000 US dollar to buy a mobile van which can work in the slums to cure the tuberculosis. That van is still working today, and I'm proud that I was part of that fundraising and I was the chair. And 1999, I worked with the Heart and Stroke Foundation, and also I become the chair of South Asian Heart and Stroke Foundation. And 2002, 2003, I became the president of Rotary. So all those years I contribute back and always, work within the community at the mainstream. I also work with the Cancer Society. I also work with the Kids Park by my office in the Stevenson village there. Always work with the community to contribute back while I was working hard in my business at the same time. Elegant Development done many good projects. Cabana is one of them. Cabana is on Imperial and Royal Oak, next to the Royal Oak station. It's a beautiful building designed by Chris Dakiokis, who's a very famous architect, world famous. He got buildings all over the world, especially in US. He's very big in San Diego, San Francisco, Seattle, Los Angeles. And I'm fortunate that now I'm working with him for another big project in White Rock called Oxford. It's 2 towers, consist of big units with a lot of luxury facing the water, and a lot of amenities with the indoor pool and a lot of other things. So I'm really excited to start that project. We are in the 4th reading stage to get the approvals from the city, and looking forward to start that. I personally came from the rural area of India, and always got a teaching from my father that we should uplift the rural areas, because urban areas always have a lot of amenities. They have a lot of good schools and colleges, but rural areas has tough time having those facilities because very hard to attract good teachers, good professors in the rural areas. So I got involved back in 2004 while I was traveling with our health minister at the time, Ujjal Dosanjh, in the rural area of Adampur. At that time it was just an engineering college, and since then it becomes a university last year. So I got involved for last 10 years in that, and I'm proud that it becomes a very successful institution, and it's uplifting boys and girls of the rural area of Adampur. Also, I truly believe in the uplifting of the underprivileged people of the rural areas. In India, especially in Punjab, where I am from, there's a lot of problems with the cataract in the older people. because they cannot afford the surgery. So sometimes because of the cataract, they become blind. So every year from last 6 years in a row, I fly to India in November and we do a free eye camp under my family trust. We had a trust called Sant Vatan Singh Kajan Singh Minhas Family Trust. So every year I invest money from my pocket to pay free surgeries for 700 to 800 people. So we do a camp for an entire week and we do average more than 100 surgeries a day. So I've been doing this from last 6 years in a row. This is going to be my 7th years again in November to go fly to India and looking forward to do this project again. As we all know that Canada and India has a very deep, close bonds. So I joined a society called Canada India Foundation. Since then, we worked on many good projects. We are trying to connect British Columbia with India on a LNG project, which is a dream of our premier. And also, any delegation comes from India to do business with Canada, we try to connect them so that main community who have problems to, for the language or the connections or the networking can connect with India so that India and Canada can prosper together. I truly believe to pass on my legacy to the next generation. So I'm very fortunate that both of my daughters work with me in my company. Although my older daughter took some time off, but younger daughter works full time now. And I like to give this message to everybody that children are our future. So we should always invest time and opportunities to share with our children so that our next generation can be as fortunate as we are. I truly believe that Canada is a great country. I can see how all the immigrant communities come here and prosper. Although, we should realize that everybody is an immigrant here except our indigenous people. But I feel very bad to see the youth of our indigenous people. They don't have as many opportunities as we have here. So I am really looking forward in my future to work with the indigenous people, and I already had a good chat with my provincial friends and the federal friends. So I'm looking for an opportunity to work on that avenue. That will be my dream, and that will be my next step to move forward in my life. I have a message for our youth. They look at their parents being successful, driving nice cars and living in big homes, but they don't realize how much the parents work hard, how much they suffer, how much they sacrifice. There's no overnight to be a millionaire path. So they are picking up the wrong path to become rich overnight. That's not the right path. They should always look into their ancestors. They look into those Gadri Babes who came on the ship which was returned back. They came back again and they become successful with hard work, with honesty and integrity. So that's the right way to do it. Canada is a great country. It got a lot of opportunities as long as you work hard with honesty and integrity.